What's up guys, welcome back to my channel. Today is 7-month baby update. Our new favorite thing has been going on walks. So, got the whole gang. She just turned 7 months. She's been doing this with her hand lately. The biggest thing is she is sleeping through the night, and it is amazing. I can't even explain how amazing it is. About 2 weeks after she turned 6 months, we started sleep training. We decided to transition her to her crib and sleep train at the exact same time. We kind of had to come up with like a plan of how we were going to sleep train her and then like stick to that plan. We first were talking to her doctor, and he said that like it's okay to let her cry for a while, like the cry it out method. And I don't love the cry it out method, so we decided to do like a modified cry it out method. And so what we did was we would put her down for bed, and then she would fall asleep, and then she'd wake up like 40 minutes, an hour later, and just start crying. And so our modified cry it out method was that she needed to cry for at least 30 minutes before we intervened. And so she started crying, and she cried the full 30 minutes, and when that was up, I gave her a bottle, and then she went back to sleep. And then she didn't wake up until probably 5:36. For me, my goal is to get her to sleep for 12 hours, and her bedtime is 8. So that's when the modified cry it out method comes again. So I would wait for her to cry for 30 minutes, and then I would intervene. When I would intervene, I would give her a bottle, but I would only give her 4 ounces when I knew she would take more, because at that point I was kind of realizing that she had been waking up the exact same times, and it was just out of habit that she was waking up, and she was waking up to eat. And that was the first night. And then the second night, the same thing happened where I put her down, and then she'd wake up like an hour later, and I was like, hey, she has to cry for 30 minutes before I intervened. So she cried for 30 minutes, and I intervened and gave her a bottle. But this time she didn't wake up the second time, so she didn't wake up until like 8:30 in the morning. And so I was like, okay, it's working, but it's like not at exactly where I wanted it to be yet. And so the third night I was like, we should try giving her a bottle like right before she goes to bed. So I do her whole bedtime routine, and at the very end I gave her a bottle. And this time she did not wake up an hour later. She slept until 5:36, and she cried for 30 minutes, so I gave her a bottle. And then the next night I gave her 6 ounces before she went to bed, and she didn't wake up at all. And so we put her down in bed at 8, and she doesn't wake up until 8:30. And that's where we're at right now. And sometimes like she'll wake up during the night or like early in the morning, and I'll just let her fuss a little bit, because she's not full out crying, she's just being like a little bit fussy, and usually it's because she's trying to find her binky. And it'll literally take her like 2 minutes, and she'll fall back asleep. And so right now we're at the point where she just puts herself back to sleep when she wakes up. She hardly ever wakes up during the night. I'm just saying like every once in a while she'll wake up and be a little fussy and put herself back to sleep. That is where we're at right now. She goes to bed at 8 and wakes up at 8:30. So that is what we did for sleep training, and I get a full night's sleep, and Aaron gets a full night's sleep, and it's amazing. So she's been sleeping through the night for probably the past 2 weeks, and it helped that all of her naps are in her crib, so she was already like used to her crib, and it wasn't like a new space for her. It was just like, oh, this is where I take my naps, and now she's sleeping there, and it's amazing to have my room back to myself. She just barely got her first tooth. It is just coming in right now, and she has been a champ about it. Like, she has not been upset at all. She's just been completely normal. She loves to stick everything in her mouth. As you can see, everything goes in her mouth, and she loves to chew on it and do whatever. She started like clicking with her tongue. And that kind of stopped a little bit. Oh, let's fix that. That stopped a little bit when her tooth was coming in, and now she just kind of likes to rub her tongue on her tooth. But it's interesting that she hasn't been very fussy yet, so we'll see how that goes. She has been the happiest little baby. She hardly ever cries, hardly ever fusses, and she is just so happy to be like on the ground and just play with her toys. It's so cute. She gets so excited to see her dad. Like whenever she sees him, it's just all smiles, happy, giggles. It's the cutest thing. She has also become very chatty. She loves to make noises and chat. It sounds like she's saying dada, but it's just like probably just the noises that she knows how to make. Really does sound like she's saying dada, and it's so cute. But this has been like my favorite stage so far because she's so happy and she just loves to be on the floor. She's just so like content, and she's also, ow. She's sleeping through the night and she's a happy baby, and because she's not crawling yet, I mean it'd be cool for her to start crawling, but I mean like she's not crawling, so she can't just like get up and like go do something. She can't walk yet, so she's not getting into anything. She's legit just like laying on the ground, happy as can be, laughing, smiling, playing with her toys. She's also been noticing Thor, our dog, a ton, and she loves to pet him and pull his hair and look at him, and it's so cute because she'll look at him and she'll just like smile at him, and he just like looks at her, and it's the funniest and like cutest thing. We have been doing like a combination of feeding. Formula is her like #1 source of food, but we have added in lots of baby food, and we've also added in some baby led weaning foods. She's tried all kinds of different foods. She loves her baby food, so we do usually a thing of baby food once a day, and then we'll usually do one baby led weaning food item once a day. And so she's tried banana, she has tried avocado. She has tried broccoli. also bought this thing at the store where you can put like fruit in it and give it to him. And so I put strawberries in it, and she loves the strawberries. She like goes ham on the strawberries. And then she's tried like a bunch of different things just like off my plate. I've given her like mashed potatoes. She has tried all kinds of different things, and I have like more foods for her to try, but our stove and oven just broke, so it's not working, and so I can't like prepare her foods. At her 6-month doctor's appointment, she is in the 55th percentile for weight, 55th percentile for her head circumference, and she's in the 95th percentile for her height. So she's a tall baby, but it doesn't really mean anything. It just means that she's tall for her age. She's in 6 to 9 month clothing, but they fit a little snug just because of how tall she is. So if she wasn't as tall, they'd fit like really well, but since she's tall, they don't fit as well as I wish they did. And she is also starting to like sit up on her own, which I'm so excited for. But right now she's a little bit wobbly still, and so she's able to sit up for a few minutes until she kind of wobbles over. But I'm excited for her to sit up so then she can sit in like grocery carts and just sit up on her own. Right now she still needs a little bit of help. That is Paisley at 7 months. Thanks for watching this video. Don't forget to subscribe to my channel and like this video.